Now I'm over here. It's a different spot. Still cool, I guess. Shoot, I don't I didn't think this through. Okay, I'm gonna sing a lower octave for the chorus, I think. God damn it, this is so stupid. So dumb. Okay. Grass in the way, of course. Alright, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, reworked the lyrics a little bit. There's a lot in it. And now it needs a buffer between the prayer and the chorus. I'm not calling it a verse, it's a prayer. Help me hear only the real roars. I'll know when I feel the drops when the torrent pours. My face, Sahara casing, a deserted heart. Scarce desert seeds scatter in my art. It's an homage to the Shoshone women who actually gathered seeds so people can eat them. Imagine that for dinner. Yeah. So why are you taking everything for granted again and bitching about shit that was figured out centuries ago? I have no sympathy for people who complain about things that like aren't actual needs. Like, grow the fuck up. Never gonna care. Like, this song is for y'all. Thunder is to adults who just complain about everything and find things to suffer about. Okay? I'm gonna skip the intro. I still need to work on the tapping here. It's not strong enough yet. I really want that to shine through, and it's just not there yet. So that's okay. That's okay. One thing at a time, right? We do the broad strokes, we do the fine details, and we know where to go. So imagine this in a fucking pop pill. Yeah, a pop little capsule that you just take. Oh, it has to be 3.5 minutes. It's industry standard. La 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 la. That makes people ineffective. That makes ideas ineffective. You know? Care more about actual art and culture and heart and things instead of, well, this is the way it's always been. Yeah, well, the way it's always been fucking sucks. Try something different. Okay. Yeah, rips. Help me hear only the real roars. I'll know when. Wait, I need an anchor. Let's see, let's try that again. Help me hear only the real roars. I'll know when I feel the drops when the torrent pours. My face a hair casing a deserted heart. Scarce desert scenes scatter in my art. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I know it's clunky, but that's the nature of the beast. You know, it just starts out wherever it is, and then you refine, right? I use coffee a lot as a metaphor. So when you roast the seeds, and then that's a process in itself, right? You want to dial in a certain flavor. Well, the seeds are what they are, and then you roast them to, I like full city, so after the second crack, and then you can kind of dial it in from there and get your flavor profile. After that, well, then you have to grind the seeds, and then that's an art. Are you going to be brewing it for French press, for like pour over? What's the brew method? for this particular roast that you're doing. I like espresso best. It gets the truest flavor right in your face. It's so condensed. So it will tell you everything. It is the most honest expression of the seed and the roast. So the flavor profiles of each. If it's a lighter roast, then you're going to get more of the vegetal. You're going to get more of the season, more of the farm, more of the location, more of the soil. The pH of the soil is going to speak through. The climate is going to speak through. Did it rain very much? Did it rain too much? That's going to inform the flavor profile of the seed itself. And then the roasting, if you go darker roast, then it's going to be more of the art form of, okay, did they do it too much, or did they do it enough to like get a really chocolatey or, smoky profile? Whatever you want to introduce, that's what is informed, and that's going to come out in that espresso. So dialing in the grind to get the seeds to be ground perfectly, that's going to be different. So you can get, that nice window, right? There's always a lower control limit and an upper control limit for perfection. You dial it in. So to pull a shot between about 25 and 30 seconds, or a double shot, it's pretty good. I think. I don't remember my numbers, but, just throwing stuff out there. So when you get the seeds ground to a perfect point, then you can get that, perfect flow. And then the crema is going to be nice and thick, nice and creamy. It's going to be a nice lighter brown color. It's going to contrast very well with the black of the actual seed juice itself. And then that's going to give you that nice flavor that you're after. How that relates to music is exactly this. So what I'm doing with the words is this expanding and contracting. Okay? I'm dialing in that grind. I'm dialing it in so I can get that flavor profile that I know I'm after. That I know that these words and this truth behind the words, more like the experience and the reality behind these words. The words just represent, because that's all words do. They just represent a truth or a reality or an experience. Which is why it is not negotiable to be anything less than completely honest. So if you are not 100% forthright, you are not worth my time. I could not give a shit who you are. If you're not willing to be 100% honest, everything that you are is worthless to me. Honesty first and foremost, period. I don't have a prepared response. That's because you don't know how to be honest. If you just were honest, I would not be living outside of houses. I would not know when I would shower next, or when my next hot meal would be. You don't suffer. You complain, you bitch and moan, and you stay in status quo instead of doing something that's actually helpful for life. That's not negotiable. That's what Thunder is about. It's about y'all. Anybody who has had that attitude toward me in the last 6 years, this is to you. This is also, of course, pouring the Shoshone spirit. They didn't take any shit. A lot of natives, shared and tried to assimilate with the white men. The Shoshone saw what was up and was like, nah, fuck these guys. They're wrong. We have a right to this land. We don't own it. We live in harmony with it, and they are fucking up. Big time. And then we get the Bear River Massacre, and because they have guns, the good guys lost. Everybody lost. But the guys with the guns got their little victory. Okay? It's the same shit, different century. So it's bringing back that spirit. Later on in the song, it gets better. It gets way better. And everybody is invited to that, to the real thunder. But you have to be forthright first. You have to be honest. You have to not, I don't have a prepared, I don't have a license. I don't be, You don't know how to be honest. You have to be right instead of just do right. Instead of feeding the hungry, instead of helping the poor, instead of clothing the vulnerable, instead of catering to the vulnerable's needs, a greater need than you and yours, you do the exact opposite and you put more burden on the overburdened. I happen to be going through it, but you see me every day. I wake up and I love hard every day. But it's not okay. These little games are not okay. Status quo is not okay. To be a peacemaker, you have to be loud sometimes. You have to drop some F-bombs. You have to piss off some people. Good. I'm glad you're scared. I'm glad you're rattled. Fuck y'all. Learn how to be honest. Learn how to actually prioritize in real life terms. Get on the right side of history. Kindness is not peace. Quiet is not peace. Keeping the peace is not peace. Peacemaking, which I'm going to get to in a minute with the Ashigaru song, explore that idea, has to do with understanding what the priorities actually are in life and only dealing with them. No gods before God. God is truth. If you're not willing to be 100% honest and let truth in the first place, you're fucked and you're fucking everybody else who do not deserve it. So, that's how that goes. Later on, I talk about no two storms are the same. Striking leaves never in the same spot or vein. My face cycles water, her breath renews my name. It's gonna have to be expanded like this first prayer, but that one's a lot more inclusive. Because I do believe in redemption. I do believe in forgiveness. I do believe in second chances. That's why I deserve one. I already did. I solved myself within hours of checking into booking. Why am I still being punished for no reason? Anybody willing to give a straight answer on that? To those who actually have shown kindness in things, thank you. It's not enough. You have to actually grow some balls and do something hard for once. So. Let me try this first prayer again and see. Okay. Yeah, dialing in that grind for these espresso seeds. I want to make sure that you taste exactly what is in there. I think you already get an idea, but I want you to taste nothing else. No filler. Nothing that's extraneous going in. Okay. Let's see, fingering. Fingering matters. Okay. So when I do a tap harmonic, or gonna let that ring a little bit. It adds an element. It's almost like a little bit of an echo of thunder itself. Kind of rolling off, you know, rolling thunder. It shifts. I'll do it one more time. Help me here, only the real rules. I'll know when I feel the drops when the torrent pours. My face and hair a casing for a deserted heart. Scarce seas desert, or scarce desert seas shatter in my heart. As much as I love Sahara casing, I don't know. Or deserted heart. It's one of the two. Something's got to go. Let's see. Help me hear only the real. Help me hear only the real. I'll know when I feel the drops, when the torrent pours. My face Sahara casing, deserted heart. Scarce desert seas scatter in my heart. There we go. It helps to count. Okay. Or whoops. I'll know when I feel the drops, when the torrent pours. My face a hair casing, deserted heart. Scarce desert seas scatter in my heart. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we can keep it. We can keep it. It's all good. It helps to count. There we go. We got the rhythm now. So now I just need to let my right side have blood flow. That will be important. Hey, what's up? What's up, yo? Got a pen? That's so dumb. Yeah, I know I can be intense sometimes, but look, it's important. People are suffering. Like, actually, like, with needs not being met. That might include you. So, what we need to do is learn how to communicate. Instead of giving prepared responses, just be willing to have a conversation. It's that simple. Like a real one. Heart to heart, not newbie to expert. You're not an expert on anything. I don't care who you are, you're not an expert. You don't have the answers. You are not an inspiration. You are not whatever you think you are. You are a fraud. You are living a lie because you refuse to be honest. So let me in and let me help you. When I say that this is a prayer, right? Look at it. Oy. Grass is so itchy. I don't like lying on it because it's so itchy, but look. When I say that this is a prayer, I mean that. It's just not all for me. This is for anybody marginalized. Women especially Muslim and indigenous. Did you know in this song I actually intended for a Muslim woman to come and sing? And for someone who was associated with a missing and indigenous woman. The fact that there's a name like that out there, that is absolutely disgusting to my soul. So I know I can be intense, but it's for a reason. I mean, God, who am I wearing? I love Swedish death metal. Okay. It's like, there are some intense stuff out there, and it requires the appropriate intensity. Okay, I put the pressure where it's due. And that's not on human hearts. It's on ego. It's on the barriers that you keep up. It is on the status quo that you keep trying to live in, but know needs to end and wishes did. So join me on the dark side. We have licorice. I have both, red and black right now. Weber Warrior colors. Soon to be Providence Peacemakers because fuck warriors. Fuck war. That's what I'm gonna get to with the song The Ashigaru. And that's why I refuse to refer to him as Major Brent Taylor. He's Mayor. Okay? I haven't spoken with Jenny about it. I wish I could. She's a very busy woman and, like everybody else, inaccessible. Like, you're just inaccessible for no fucking reason to the person that would help the absolute most. I don't get it. And that's why I get so pissed off. It's like, if you gave me the time of day, I could literally fix everything. I can solve literally everything. Give me the fucking time of day. So if you are watching, despite the F-bombs and everything else, at about like 21 minutes in, thank you. Yeah, it's hard lying down and elbow. Yeah, see? Wouldn't it be nice to not have to, like, deal with scarcity? Because we don't have to. We figured that out. Listen to Atlas. He knows what the hell he's talking about. Okay? The change necessary is to be honest. Not to have prepared things, not to be an expert, not to be an inspiration, not to be any of these things, okay? You're not. You already aren't. Stop lying to yourself. Like, I'm just a dude. I genuinely believe that this kind of relationship with divinity is accessible to literally every human being, and it's worth the effort, and it is. It is. The effort is worth it, and it is worth the effort. You have to be willing to be honest, and you have to be willing to let truth in, period. So when I get to the Ashigaru, that is about giving up war for peace. This album starts off with Inner War. Thunder is next. So these first two songs are supposed to be intense. I'm not your daddy's singer-songwriter. It's an acoustic guitar. This is metal. This is more metal than most metal bands could ever wish they ever were. Okay? The amount of intensity, the appropriate intensity, is there. And it is in the appropriate direction. Ooh, I sang too much. It's the first time I've sung in I don't know how long. I mean, walking around in jail singing my version of I Am a Child of God, which is I Am a Spark of Love. I saw the change. I saw transformations right before my eyes because they were receptive. Why aren't you? You need to be. I assume you're not, because I'm still like at like 0 views. That's not okay. The solution needs to get out there. So start sharing like crazy. All right?